An 18-year-old girl becomes pregnant out of wedlock. Her loving father decides to throw her out of the house. Because the child in Sia's womb is not acknowledged by anyone, he believes she has brought shame to the entire family. In his eyes, only by sacrificing Sia can the family preserve the reputation of his other 5 daughters and maintain his standing in the village. Yet just 10 minutes earlier, Sia was still a young girl dreaming about love. Because of this unexpected pregnancy, she naively believed the child could be a miracle that would bridge all the gaps in reality. It wasn't until her father took her to the boy's family to demand an explanation, asking them to acknowledge the child, that she truly realized for the first time that what stood between the two families was not a misunderstanding, but an unbreakable class divide. Sia's father was a well digger, while the boy, Jacques, came from a noble family. Even though Sia was already pregnant, Jacques' mother still openly rejected her. From her scrutinizing, cold, and even contemptuous gaze, David immediately understood that this woman would never allow a poor girl by birth to enter the Mazel family. Jacques' mother bluntly stated that if she had to receive every girl who liked her son, they would have had to move long ago. Faced with this humiliation, David did not cry, nor did he curse. He simply stated the facts in a restrained, almost calm tone, and demanded that Jacques' father take responsibility, making it clear that he was not there to beg for charity. But what he received in return was even colder and more bitter ridicule. They said their son had no time to be distracted by the daughter of a well-digger. If he had once held her in his arms, that was already her greatest honor. Jacques' parents instead accused Sia of bad character, claiming she was trying to blackmail them using the child. At this time, Jacques had already gone off with the military and was not at home. With no support left, David and Sia were ultimately thrown out on the spot. All they felt was complete humiliation and helplessness. But all of this goes back 3 months earlier. At that time, Sia had just turned 18. Among 6 sisters, she was the most noticeable one. David was a professional well digger. After his wife passed away, he raised all 6 daughters alone. Years of outdoor labor had tanned his skin a deep brown. The turning point of fate happened one seemingly ordinary afternoon. That day, Sia carried a lunch basket to deliver food to her father and Philip at the well site. On the way, a small stream with rising water levels blocked her path. Just as she stood there unsure of what to do, a young man in a flight suit appeared in front of her. Before Sia could react, he picked her up and carried her across the stream with ease. The young man's name was Jacques. He was the only son of Mazel, the owner of a hardware store chain. As a young man raised in an upper-class family, Jacques carried himself with confidence. He owned a stylish motorcycle, but he was not arrogant because of it. In his interactions with others, he was easygoing and humorous. That day was the first time Jacques had ever been so close to a stranger girl. The brief encounter left a strong impression on him, but before he could even ask her name, the girl had already quickly disappeared from sight. Jacques thought it was just a chance encounter. However, half an hour later, Sia, after delivering lunch, returned to the stream again. She found Jacques still lying there, and for a moment she couldn't tell whether he had been waiting for her. Sia hid in the bushes and observed for a while. Only when Jacques noticed her too did he walk over on his own and offer to help her cross the river again. Through this brief contact, Sia sensed that the boy in front of her was not ordinary. His behavior carried the calm confidence of someone well-educated. She instinctively wanted to keep distance from someone of such a privileged background, worried he might just be frivolous. But the attraction between them could not be controlled by reason. Under Jacques' insistence, Sia eventually agreed to let him help her. Halfway across the stream, Jacques suddenly stopped in the middle of the water. He said that if Sia did not tell him her name, they would stay there forever. This sudden move made a deeper impression on her. She had no choice but to tell him her name, and only then did they finish crossing the river. After reaching the shore, Sia tried to leave quickly, but Jacques followed closely behind her.